Oh hey, there's a huge thing in my car. Good morning guys, it is Saturday. I'm not wearing my Fitbit today because it's out of battery. It is Saturday, July 29th. I think, like, honestly don't even know what day it is. But anyway, it is 8 a.m. and I wasn't planning on coming to my classroom because last night I was super tired. I think I went to bed at like 9:30, but I told my brother, I'm like, I really have to go to my classroom, but I don't know if I'm going to. And I told him, like, you know, like, I haven't slept in a long time. I think I haven't slept in on the weekends since I was able to get in my classroom because, as you know, I've talked about this before, I worked at a daycare for kids with special needs during the summer, so I worked Monday through Friday, and the only days I had time to come into my classroom was on the weekends. So I would try to come in for as long as I could, which meant waking up early. Yeah, it kind of sucked, but I didn't mind it because I'm really enjoying putting my classroom together and setting it up. But yesterday I was so tired, I'm like, I have to sleep in. I tried, and I still woke up at 6 a.m. without an alarm, and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I figured since I'm already up in the morning, might as well be productive. So I came to my classroom. I just got here. I also went to McDonald's to pick up some breakfast because the times that I've been in my classroom, I usually don't eat breakfast until I leave, or I don't eat anything until I leave. So I decided to eat breakfast first and then start setting things up, or cleaning, organizing, all that stuff. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on my last vlog. I did talk about being a little bit upset, I guess, over some comments, but a lot of you are responding with a lot of positivity, and I really appreciate it. Some of you have been messaging me on Instagram. If you ever want to reach me and I don't like comment back to you, I think it's easier for you to send me a DM on Instagram. I typically get to those pretty fast, or at least I try to. I will never leave you on just read. I will reply some way or another. So yeah, so Diana Hernandez messaged me and she was super sweet, so hi to you. I really appreciate your message this morning. And then also Selena from Instagram messaged me, and apparently she's going to the U of A as well, and she just wanted to know like what districts I recommend in Tucson or the Tucson area. So Selena, if you haven't got my message already, I'm replying. So it's the weekend, so the AC's not on. Luckily it's cloudy outside, so maybe it won't be as hot today. I do have a fan in here that my uncle bought for me, and then my team teacher also told me I can use her fans if I need them. I am going to eat my breakfast, and I brought my laptop so I can make things if I need to, because now I know the Wi-Fi password. So let's see, what's the plan for today? Also, some of you have been saying that you prefer the longer vlogs, and I enjoy watching long vlogs too, but editing them takes forever, especially for me because I tend to stutter every now and then, so editing that out is a little bit annoying, but I will try to continue making longer vlogs, maybe over 15 minutes at least. Well, I was going to show you, it was recommended that for meet and greet I have business cards, and I was gonna order some off of Vistaprint. However, and I signed them and everything, but I didn't place the order because I wasn't sure what my extension number is for my classroom. I thought I knew my email, but I was wrong. I had my extension number correct, even though I thought it was wrong, but I had my email wrong. So I didn't want to place my order because of that. So yesterday was when I knew for sure what my extension number was, and I knew for sure what my email was, and I was gonna place my order, but they were not gonna get here until the 4th, and that is what meet and greet is. And I could pay like more for them to be here on the 2nd, but that was gonna be like $30 just for shipping, so I decided to just make them myself. One of my team teachers said that another team teacher made magnets or had magnets with her info on it, so I decided to maybe do something like that. I I ordered like business size magnets on Amazon and they're like sticky. So I'm going to use those, and I think it was like a 50 pack for $7, which is a lot cheaper than it would have been if I ordered magnets through Vistaprint. Because in Vistaprint it was like a 25 pack for like $10, which is still not bad. So then what I did next is I went on Miss.p.teaches and I looked up teacher business cards, and I found this one, which is cute, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. I might keep another one, but I'll show you the one that I'm kind of leaning towards because that's cute. So this is just the example, so I'm not going to show you the actual business card just because it has personal information. So I'm going to print those out on cardstock and laminate them. Actually, I don't know. I'm thinking I have two ideas. So either print them out on cardstock, laminate them, and place them on the magnets, or print them out on photo paper and then place them on the magnets. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do. I don't know. Because I did watch some YouTube videos and they used photo paper. So maybe that's a way to go. Okay, so it's been a few hours and I accidentally left my camera on, but here's what I've done. I moved my desk around, and this is how my partner teacher has it. I think this is going to work better because all the wires are just going to be like out of the way. So I did that. I put my alphabet down below the whiteboard because a lot of you suggested me putting it like where students can see it when they're sitting down at the carpet, so that's where they could see it. But I think I put it too far close to the window. But I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I also put the labels on my supply caddies, and I put crayons in each caddy. I almost finished my birthday section. So I went into the computer and looked up my students' birthdays and put them on the cupcakes. Obviously, it's not going to stay like this. I'm going to go ahead and go buy like that floor tape that Dollar Tree sells. And I'm just going to separate like the weather, temperature, days of the week. I also finished putting this together. Not exactly sure where I'm going to put it. I might leave it there. I also put my numbers up. So these were just free from Miss.p.teaches, and I just added a border around them. I also put this on my desk. These were just printed on regular paper, obviously printed in color, and I just put magnets on the back of them so they could stick to my desk. Because I only have 14 students, I am thinking of just using this table, and that table. Wait a minute, that doesn't work. Maybe, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then just have 5 students there, 5 students there, 4 students there, and not use the back tables if I can. But that's just a thought for right now. 3, 3, 3, 3, and 2, but I don't want to have a table of just 2. Or I can have 4, 4, 4. I don't know, actually. If you guys have any ideas on how I can set up my tables for a class of 14, please let me know. I have 5 tables right now. If I had 15 students, that'd be great. Because then there could be 3 students per table, but I have 14. Hopefully I get like 1 more student. Sorry, the lighting's a little bit dark. I just put my camera right up here, and the windows are making this dark. But it's Sunday. I just got to my classroom, and last night I cut and laminated a bunch of things. So some of those things were name tags. This was just a blank one, and I have a few more of those in case I get new students. That's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to set up my welcome board. I decided to go with "We are so glad you're here" instead of "I am so glad you're here" because of what you guys were saying. Sorry, I got distracted. Because of what you guys were saying in the comments. I totally agree. So I have that. I also made new schedule cards. I don't know if I showed you the schedule cards that I had made before. They kind of went with my stripes theme that I have on my word wall. But now thinking back, they look kind of busy, and I just want them to be very plain and simple. So how cute does this look? I posted a picture of it on my Instagram, but I just bought this little fake fake plant, and I think it just kind of ties everything together. and I really like the way it looks. I also put some of the contact paper on my desk. Some of you were telling me to ask permission to do this to the desk, but this is basically a big sticker and it does not leave any residue behind, so I can easily take it off and there would be like no damage to the desk. I'm gonna put this corkboard, bulletin board thing up, and I'm just gonna put like personal things there, like if kids make me drawings or something, it's gonna go on there. And then I also ordered like a small toolbox, not as big as the ones that all the teachers have on Instagram, but just a little bit smaller because this is driving me crazy. What I'm gonna keep on here are just like pens, markers, pencils, and stuff like that. And then on the toolbox, I'm gonna have the rest of the things. So like thumbtacks, stamps, magnets, all those things. I also made labels for my table, so each table has their own. I also built my rolling cart yesterday. I totally forgot to film it, but it's right there. I think it looks really good. And I saw a few comments on a Facebook group that I'm part of, a kindergarten Facebook, and they were advising some people not to buy this because it's very flimsy. But it was really cheap, and I did not want to spend the $120 on the one that's more sturdy, so I bought this, and only I'm going to use this. The kids are not going to have access to it. It's just going to have my materials, so I think that's going to last a little bit longer because of that. I also put the cupcakes up. I don't know if I showed you, but I don't have that many students, so there are not that many candles. And then for this market, it is pretty beat up, as you can see, but one of my friends suggested, so Emily, if you're watching this, thank you for this idea. She suggested to put duct tape around it. That way it becomes a little bit more sturdy and it looks prettier too. So I bought this really pretty mint colored duct tape, and I'm gonna start putting it around, and actually just right now. Okay, so I just finished the top of it and I think it looks really good. It definitely looks a lot better than it did before I put the tape on it. And it did have like a hole right there and it was breaking off, so that's going to prevent it from breaking off any further. I think I'm going to do the drawers as well, just not right now. And I think I'm going to use the same color for the drawers too. So my cooperating teacher from when I student taught just called me, and she's at IKEA. There's not an IKEA where I live. The nearest IKEA is like 2.5 hours away, but she's there right now, and she called me because she found the magazine holders that she used to use for her classroom as like book boxes, and that was a really good idea, and they're only 99 cents for a 4-pack, so she asked if I needed some, and of course I said yes. I also want the it's like a cube organizer, but it's just like a single row. I want one of those, and I know they sell it at Walmart and they sell it at Target. The one at Target only has 3 cubes, and the one at Walmart, at least from what I've seen, only comes in like a dark brown and one in a white. And I know at IKEA they have it on sale for $40 instead of $60 like they have it at Walmart and Target. So I asked her if she could pick it up, and she said yes. Everything's like working out and I'm super excited. I just love my cooperating teacher so much. I know, like, I texted her earlier this week because I need chart paper. I don't have any chart paper, and I want it for the first week of school so we can like brainstorm ideas for classroom rules and stuff like that, but I don't have any. And I remember she ordered some, so I asked her like where she bought it from, or like if she knew where I can buy some for relatively cheap, because I know I'm gonna get like a stipend to order things off of Office Max, I think, but I haven't gotten that yet, and I don't wanna, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get it and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna come in time for the first day of school, even if I were to order it right now, if that makes sense. So I asked her, and she's like, oh, I ordered it from Office Max, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And she's like, wait, like, do you need some? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you know what, like, I'll just give you some. I have a ton of it, and I'd rather give it to you instead of you buying it. So she is an amazing person. I think I talked about it in my student teaching experience video, but I absolutely love her. I don't know, she's just super helpful and like a genuinely nice person. So if you're going into student teaching, I hope your cooperating teacher is as awesome as mine, because I don't know, it has made this whole like transition experience a really positive one. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is work on this hot mess. I want to separate it off because right now it just looks like everything's super cluttered. So what I did is I bought floor tape that I'm going to use on the whiteboard. Well, the AC turned off, so I better hurry up because it's gonna get super hot in here. Okay, so for the most part it is done. There are just some things I have to print out and laminate. So the things that are blank are the things that are missing. So I'm missing a seasons section. I have the weather section complete, temperature section complete. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put there or if I'm going to put anything there at all. I do have the days of the week there, but I want them listed at the top for reference, and I also want the months of the year listed. Right there, I just want a metal bucket to keep the days that we're not using right here. Then we are going to have letter of the week, so a letter of the week right there, a sight word of the week, and a student of the week, I think. If not, student of the day, so we can get to know each other. I think it's going to be student of the day. My next task is just to clear off this table somehow. I want most of my tables to be cleared off so I can start taping the table numbers onto them. Okay, so this is my welcome board. It just says, yay, we are so glad, or it says, glad you are here. Apparently I printed an extra A instead of a D. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like that and then print out the D, laminate it, bring it here, and have it all together. Oh hey, there's a huge thing in my car. Morning guys, it is day 3 of new teacher induction. I'm headed over there a little bit earlier. I think I'm heading like 20 minutes earlier than I usually do because I have this baby in my car. So new hire orientation day 3 is done with, and it was a pretty cool orientation today. Not orientation, what is it called? Induction. So we learned more about classroom management and like lessons and stuff like that. And then we went to lunch. Lunch is provided for us daily. It was like a sandwich bar today. Before new hire orientation, I showed you that IKEA thing that I had in my car, so I had to wait for one of my friends to come and help me get it out of my car, and it took us like a good 10 minutes to try to get it out of my car because we couldn't figure out how to make it fit out of my car. But it's here now, and I'm gonna build it either later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But I'm so happy because first of all, I can finally set up my email, so I'm gonna do that in a little bit. But while I was in the office getting my email things set up, my principal's like, oh, I have something for you. I have Kindles. I have 5 Kindles for my classroom. And I'm so excited because I wasn't sure if I was going to have any, and I was already thinking like, okay, I'm going to do a Donors Choose project or like a grant through my school district, and now I don't have to because I have it. Super excited. And in the same little like time chunk that I was there, some organization came in of like retired teachers, and I guess I was picked, and so were like a few other new teachers, to get this like goodie thing. So it's like it's just like school supplies, and I don't know, I got to meet the lady, and I guess they volunteer in classrooms if you need them. So I'm super excited. I was just talking to one of my team members or my pod members, and I told her about this YouTube thing, like how if I'm talking in my classroom, I'm talking to myself. So she's like she was like really understanding about it. But I'm just really, really happy. Like everything is kind of falling into place. I'm really happy. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I told you guys, at new teacher induction, the first day we were walking to lunch, and I was with one of my friends from college. And there's this guy who's like, hey, like, did you go to blank high school? And I'm like, no, I went to blank high school. And he's like, oh yeah, I was your math teacher. And he totally was. He was my trigonometry teacher. And it's so weird, like it's such a small world, and that we work in the same district. So just wanted to say that. Whoa. I'm gonna get started now. Morning guys, it is Tuesday and it's day 4 of NTI, and I believe it's the last day today. Tomorrow is when we have our district kickoff, and from what I learned yesterday, it seems to be really fun. They take it really seriously. So tomorrow, every single teacher from the whole district, whether it's new or old, we all meet at the district auditorium, and there's a huge like celebration. It's not just about like, hey, it's not just the superintendent talking like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's changed, this is what's stayed the same. Apparently they have like a theme each year, and last year it was like James Bond, and they go like all out. They said that last year they had like a zip line going from like the, I don't know, the box that's like on top of an auditorium all the way down to the stage, and they had like this dance number and games and all that stuff. Because of that, I'm really excited to see what it's going to be like, because that sounds like really fun. Honestly, my NTI has been so much fun, very informative. I've learned a lot. I've just had a really positive experience thus far. But yeah, also I got a new student yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but I have 15 students now. I have 8 girls and 7 boys. So that's good. I was talking to one of my front office secretaries, and she was telling me that most likely there will be at least like 2 more students. So I will be going up to 17. I also asked if it's possible that they'll move kindergarten teachers up to 1st grade or 2nd grade, because 1st grade is pretty full. 2nd grade it's kind of getting there, and she said that technically it could happen, but it's never really happened before, and she doesn't think it's going to happen this year because numbers are going up. So that one person that commented that they were kind of afraid for me to be moved up, thank you for commenting that, because I hadn't even thought about it. So because of that comment, I asked, and everything's resolved. So NTI's today. I think it's only like a half day, maybe, I think. So we have our curriculum training, one of our main curriculum trainings, so beyond textbooks. And then after that we have lunch with our mentors. Technically we were not supposed to know who our mentors were, but I have known since like May. So I'm going to meet up with her, and I'm going to ask a few questions that I have for her. She's super sweet, so I'm really glad she's my mentor. And then after that, I'm going to go to my classroom, set some things up. Okay, so I finished the things that I was missing on my calendar board. And then I also printed out these that are from Teachers. I think, no, they weren't free. I think I bought it. Which sucks because I only needed 4, or like a handful of them. But it came with a ton of them. But since I have a small class, there's no point in having a ton of classroom jobs. So these were just, I'm going to blur out her name, but these are just things that I was missing. So my seasons, days of the week, months of the year, and these are going to go on my welcome board. So they're just like Polaroids, and they are melon heads. So I have boys and girls, and I'm going to put their name right there with a Sharpie. And I was going to print it out, like I was going to do it on the computer, put their names on there. But then that means I would have to redo it for next year. So I just figured laminate them, put their name with a Sharpie, and then just erase it at the end of the day. End of the year. Okay, so now I have to go. It is 7:17, so I have to head over to my training. So I'll be back later. This is just an overview of what I'm hoping my schedule will be like every day. I did not come up with this whatsoever. My mentor teacher sent me her master schedule, and I kind of tweaked it a little bit. So then I have 10 helpful tips for parents. Again, this is something that I was given by my mentor and my team, so I just kind of made it my own, and so I just changed the font and so on. I made calendar labels like I showed you earlier, but they're a little bit too big, and I was going to leave them like that, but knowing myself, it's going to drive me crazy throughout the year, so I'm just going to fix them. I also needed this letter. I needed a letter D for my welcome board because I couldn't find it. Then I have this for snacks, so I'm going to put that on the folders too, so in case parents want to participate in the snack calendar or not. I was trying to work on like my classroom procedures and stuff, but I think I have them all in my head, so I don't know if I have to write them down or not. Parent response. So again, this was given to me, I just kind of tweaked it. So all about you, so it's just asking parents to give you a little bit more insight about their child, any concerns they have, any goals they want to reach, so on. And on the first day of school, what they have to do. This is just my welcome letter. This was also given to me. This was what the teacher before me had. I found it in her classroom, and then this is also what my mentor teacher uses. My school has kindergartners wear like wristbands, so my color is pink, so this is just another form talking about it. Important reminders, transportation, so this is just saying how will your child get home. So on the first day we have bus, and then we'll just circle it. Actually, I should even put that circle one. Circle it, bus, route number, parent pickup. Don't forget to bring an ID because they have to have an ID to pick up their child, or other. Then this is my meet the teacher letter. So now I'm going to attempt to build my IKEA thing. It's all done. But it actually wasn't that hard to build. I always had like this assumption that IKEA things were hard to build, but this one was pretty easy. Good morning. We just came back from our district kickoff ceremony, assembly, celebration thing, and there was a district-wide breakfast right before it. So every single person that works for the district was invited to the breakfast, and it was kind of crazy to see how many people actually work for the district. So after the breakfast, we headed over to the district auditorium, and it was just a celebration. So it was really fun. The assistant superintendents were dancing, and they played this like really goofy video, and they recognized all their new staff, certified and uncertified, or classified I think it's called. And they also announced Teacher of the Year and a bunch of other things. Something else that I thought was really cool was that the CEO from the Phoenix Suns was there, and he kind of gave a speech, and he got a little bit emotional, but overall it was a really, really good assembly, ceremony, celebration thing. I enjoyed it. So now it's 11:15 and I have time to just be in my classroom. I don't have anywhere to be until 1. At 1 we have a grade level meeting. I did set an appointment to get my nails done. I haven't had a gel manicure in a long time. Actually, it hasn't even been that long. I think my last gel manicure was in June when I left to Puerto Rico. But for now, I'm just going to hang out in my classroom. I have that thing to build. It's just like a shoe organizer thing that I'm going to have in front of my desk, just to kind of organize centers. That's what my team teacher has, and I figured that's a great idea. And it was only $9 at Walmart. So I also don't know if I talked about this yesterday, but I was in need of a whiteboard easel. If you've seen my classroom, then you know that my whiteboard is kind of really awkwardly to the side, very, very close to my window. So if I were to use it for instruction, it'd be kind of hard for the students to all see. Yes, they can sit at the rug, but not all of them could be all the way that way. Yes, they could be at their seats, but I have tables that are really far from the whiteboard. So that is why I decided to just make it my calendar. I do have a Promethean board, but for other things such as making anchor charts or just like smaller group instruction, I wanted a whiteboard easel. I don't have one in my classroom. I know my mentor teacher has one, but she bought it herself. So I was talking to her, and I was also thinking about asking my principal for one, because she told us because she was gonna try her best to try to buy it with like school money, and if not, then she would let us know. So I asked her, and she said she was gonna look into it. But then I was talking to my mentor teacher, and she had a point. She's like, if you want it for the first day of school, it's probably not gonna get here for a while. So I ordered one off of Amazon, and it was like only $56. It was very compact, which is something that I wanted. And yeah, but literally like 30 minutes after I placed my order, one of the kinder teachers came and was like, hey, I heard you are in need of an easel. And I was like, yes. And now I have one. You see it? It's right there. It is not as compact as the one I was looking at online, but this is more like kid-friendly, I guess. The one I was looking at online was more for like presentations. What I liked about the one that I was going to order online, or that I had ordered online, which I canceled right away, was that you could have it tall or you can have it low, and they would fold up if you didn't need it. So, and it was magnetic too. This one's magnetic, so I like that. But, yeah. So now I'm just going to cut out my Meet the Teacher letter, and then I'm going to laminate a few things and see what else I can do, because I don't think we can make copies today. The front office is closed for the rest of today, and that is where our copy machine is. So I just went to my mailbox, and someone left me supplies. So I have 3 packs of why am I blanking on this? Glue sticks, and 1 pack of crayons, which is always nice to have. Something else that happened today that was really exciting was that if you're from Tucson and a teacher, then you are probably familiar with this. Every year this law firm hosts, I don't want to say a giveaway, but kind of. So you sign up, and they'll either put you on the wait list or you got it. I was put on the wait list, so I didn't think I was going to get it, because I've been on the wait list since, I want to say like May, or whenever it started. It feels like forever. On Facebook they posted how there were 4 openings, and I was able to be bumped up to one of those openings, so I'm getting free supplies on Saturday. And I wouldn't have noticed if one of my teacher friends hadn't tagged me on that post, because they tried to tag me, but it didn't tag my Facebook account. So I'm really excited. More school supplies. Okay, so I just made copies for my meet and greet folders. So they were just the documents that I showed you yesterday on my computer, I think. But I made them on colored paper, and I just made like little stacks, as you can see right there. So one side of my folder is going to have my snack form, transportation form, and all about you form. Those are things that parents are going to fill out and leave with me, so I can review them for the first day of school. The next side is just going to have the pink paper that tells students to wear their pink band. I have to get my band so I can put them in there. What else? Welcome to kindergarten letter. Helpful tips for parents. What else did I print? And all the other ones. So that's going to go on the other side, and that's what they can take home in the folder. I am also going to paperclip my business card to the front of the folder so they can take home. My mentor teacher was super kind and gave me this first day of school lesson plan that was given to her when she first started teaching, and so it's supposed to be from a really, really good teacher. And honestly, it's super detailed, and it's going to be making my life a whole lot easier, especially for the first day of school. What was I going to get? I was going to get paper clips and my bands. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. I was about to check my Fitbit for the date, but I forgot that I'm charging it because it was completely dead. So I'm just wearing my regular watch, but I'm pretty sure it's August 3rd. So today we only have one more training, and it's just Saxon Phonics. That is just a new curriculum that the district adopted, so we're all gonna get trained. So all K3 teachers are going to the same training. However, what was I gonna say? However, every grade is gonna be at a separate location, so it won't be as chaotic. Yesterday we had our first team meeting. At least that's the first team meeting I've ever been to, which that I was actually a part of. Like, I've been to team meetings and Miss.p.teaches teaching, but obviously I was just a student teacher. And now all the kindergarten teachers in my school know that I make these videos. They actually pulled up my channel on the Promethean board, and the video that you see if you're not subscribed started playing, and they kind of watched a little bit of it. And it was a little bit awkward. I hate watching myself on videos. After I edit them, I never watch them again just because I don't really like to. But yeah, that happened. So I'm gonna head out now. I'm actually a little bit early, but I'm gonna stop at Walgreens and try to see if I can buy some batteries. I know they were on sale over the weekend for buy one get one free. So if they're still on sale for that, I'm gonna buy them. If not, then no. And so the reason why I bought batteries is because I bought this. It's just a Lightbox from Walmart. And I plan on using this for like word of the day or letter of the day. This one does have like a USB connection, but I plan on using it with the batteries because I know the perfect place where I want to put it. So I need batteries. I also want to figure out if there's any way I can make my own like letters, because that would be really great. I'm sure there is a way. There has to be a way. So I am back in my classroom and I'm just getting things ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is meet and greet. So I'm just making name tags, and I just have an example one here without my kids' names so you can see what they look like. So I have these name badges. I have a ton of them because in my last video I showed you that I got like a box of free supplies, and I had quite a few. I also had a few of them in my classroom already. This is what they look like. They just say, hello, my name is blank. And I actually typed in the names of my students. Also, I got my nails done yesterday. I decided to treat myself, and I took a break after one of my trainings yesterday, and I went to get my nails done, and then I came back. I had not gotten my nails done in a while, so I wanted them to look nice for meet and greet and the first day of school. So it's always nice. I feel so great when I have like a fresh gel manicure. But anyway, this is what they look like. My students will be wearing these name tags every single day for the first week. I also have, I don't know if I showed you. Did I show you this? I don't think so. I have this. These are bus tags. So it just has child's name, route number, address, phone number, and then circle whether it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Yesterday I made these. These are circles that say, hooray, I rocked my first day of kindergarten. And it has like a cute little clip art for melon heads. If you do like this, I don't think I can put it up on my TPT store with that graphic because, or that clip art, because I just got it off of Google. So of course I don't own the rights. I don't have a license for it to like redistribute. If I can find it and I can purchase it, then I'll put it up on my TPT store. And if not, I'll just take it off, maybe put another clip art thing that I have already and that I have the license for, and then I'll put it up on my TPT store for like a freebie. But what I plan on doing with these is like hole punching them at the top and putting ribbon around this so it's kind of like a medal. So that's what they will get the first day of kindergarten. Then I also have this. This is just for like a little gift that I'm making for my 3 team members, and I'm also probably going to do it for my administration as well. So my principal and my assistant principal. It's just almost like a bookmark, but a little bit thicker, and it says mark my words. I'm going to put 2 Sharpies on each one of them, and then at the bottom it says it's going to be a great year. Sorry. I totally forgot what the last clip was about, so I'm sorry. I started talking to my mentor and as well as another team member, and we just talked about the first day, the first week, and a bunch of other things, and then I got sidetracked and I started finishing my folders and cutting things, and now I'm just setting things out. And Fernanda, make sure to blur out your shirt. But as you can see, I've laid out folders and their little goodie baskets, which my mentor was so nice to make for me, so I didn't have to worry about that. Right now I'm just putting Velcro dots or squares, I guess, with name tags so they can just be like anchored down. I finally figured out what my seating chart's gonna be, or like my seating arrangement. I figured I want to have 4 tables with students. One table is gonna be free because I do have 5 rectangular tables. My dad also came and dropped off the little bench thing that my uncle made for me, and I think I'm actually gonna change it for, how many boxes fit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna switch them out. So I'm gonna have the one that he made on that side and the one that I have on that side here, just because it'll be easier for kids to access books that way. But yeah, tomorrow is meet and greet, and I'm really excited. We do have to be here at 7:15, so it's like a regular work day, and meet and greet is not until 2. It's from 2 to 3. So I have the whole day to prepare for it. Whatever I don't finish, I'll just finish tomorrow. It's kind of hot because the air turned off already, but I have quite a bit to do. I want to finish a lot today. I know a friend of mine is coming tomorrow to help me out a little bit, which I do need because we had our Saxon's phonics training today, and I still haven't sorted out the whole curriculum, which I'll show you right now. It's a complete mess. I might keep it here and not have as many books in each bin, because that's what makes it hard to get books out. Like from that pink bin, it's kind of hard to get books out, as well as that yellow bin, because they're so full. But bins like this one and this one, they're pretty easy to get books out from there. I think this is going to be my reading area. I am eventually going to put like a cushion on top of the bench and put more pillows. I also want to put fairy lights right here, just because it's kind of dark in this corner, since I don't have like any more overhead lighting right above it. So I'm going to put fairy lights, which I'm going to have to, because I don't have like a plug anywhere near here. The nearest plug is right there. I'm going to have to carry it all the way over here. So I might need more fairy lights, which is fine because they were like $2 or $3. I finally figured out how to use my smartboard. I had a training about it yesterday. And then I don't know if I showed you, but I decided to put my teach letters right there on top of the focus wall. I started putting the fairy lights on top, but they kind of fell, so I'll fix those later after I finish the Velcro things on name tags. So I have to file all those papers into filing folders and put it in the 3 bins. I have more worksheets right there and right there. And this is just what the bins came in. So it's a lot to do, so I think I'm going to have my friend do that tomorrow. And then I'll just do other things that I know that no one else can do, only I can do. I also posted this on Instagram today. I showed you that I bought the Lightbox, and I just have it say welcome. One thing I'm going to try to get done today is make the curtains for this, because it really bothers me that you can see everything that's there. Although it's somewhat organized, I don't like it. I also don't know what to do with this big thing. I don't really have room for it, and it's kind of big and bulky. So this is what I ended up doing for my team, and it's just like a cute coffee mug with their last name initial. I made the little template that I showed you yesterday, and I put ribbon on top, and I just put 2 Sharpies. So I'm gonna go deliver them. It is 10:30, and I'm gonna go head out and get something from McDonald's. I haven't eaten anything this morning, so I'm gonna go get something. I know it's pretty early, but once school starts, I have lunch at 10:10, so might as well try to get used to it a little bit. And yeah, right now I was just making labels and forms that I was missing. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm pretty much ready, and there's really not much to do. I do have a friend that's going to come and help me out with meet and greet. She's going to take pictures for me, and I'm also going to, and because she's going to come in pretty early, meet and greet isn't until 2, she's going to come in at like 11-ish. I'm going to have her file all my Saxon's phonics worksheets, because I think I showed you it's a lot of it and it's super time consuming. So I'm going to have her do that while I prep everything else. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I also brought a change of clothes. I'm not going to wear this for meet and greet, just because I knew that like walking around, and also we had to park really far from the school parking lot, so parents had to park in the parking lot. Walking back and forth to my car, my classroom, which I haven't done much just right now, it sucks because I get sweaty. So that's why I brought in a change of clothes. I brought 3 outfit options because I overplanned like that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wear a dress. And yeah, I also made like a little press like PowerPoint slide thing, but that keeps playing over and over and over again. That just says welcome to kindergarten, and I'll show you if I remember when I get back to the classroom. It's almost meet and greet time. I'm pretty much ready. Thank God I have a friend that came and helped me, and yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting for the kids to come. So I'll just show you a little bit of what my classroom looks like and what I have set up for meet and greet. Okay, so this is the first thing they're gonna do when they come in. They have this checklist, and on the back they have a scavenger hunt. So the first thing they'll meet me first, the scavenger hunt, and then they have their folders, and whatever's in their folders they turn in here. So I have them color coded to that the forms were printed on. So have that. I'll give you a short overview because parents are already coming in apparently. That's my friend. So that is actually it for the video, but before I go, I want to give a few shout outs. So the first one is, these are all on Instagram, and some of them have YouTube channels. These teachers are all on Instagram, and some of them have YouTube channels, so I'll link them down below as well. But the first one is Teach Like Val on Instagram, and she basically just gave me a shout out on Instagram as well as another kindergarten teacher. So she said some really nice things about me. I think she said, Fernanda, who I love watching so much because she has amazing ideas for classroom decor. I wish her luck in her first year of teaching, and thank you for keeping me entertained, Fernanda. No, thank you for watching, because if it wasn't for you guys, like, why I wouldn't have anyone to entertain. Does that make sense? But she does have a YouTube channel because she has a link on her profile, so I'll link it down below. My next shout out goes to Jeremy Michelbook. I think that's how you say it. He posted a video of him planning, and he has a happy planner, which is awesome because I just bought one. And he's just watching one of my videos, actually my latest vlog, so thank you. He is a male first grade teacher, so he has a really nice Instagram feed, and I think he also has a YouTube channel because he has a link on his profile, so I will link it down below as well. So now we have two more, and one of them is Miss Rogers' Neighborhood. And she basically made a collage of, you can't even see it. I don't know why I always do that. She made a collage of the YouTubers she likes, and all of them are just YouTubers I love. So just being put in that little group, it's amazing. So thank you. And it looks like Miss Rogers is a first grade teacher, and she's a new YouTuber. So go show her some love and tell her I sent you. And last but not least is Miss.p.teaches. And she just said, it is no secret that I love watching teachers on YouTube. I do too. That's all I do. More recently, I have stumbled upon That One Happy Classroom. From her videos, she is the absolute sweetest, and I can't wait to see her journey as a first-year teacher. So thank you so much. All of these posts really make my day because oftentimes I feel like I'm talking to myself as I'm making the vlogs, but when you guys interact this way with me, it just kind of makes it more real, if that makes any sense. So thank you to all of you, and thank you to all of you that also have messaged me on Instagram. So again, if you have any questions or just want to talk about anything, the quickest way to contact me is Instagram, because it's just a lot easier of a platform to talk through than YouTube. And I usually try to get to every single comment on YouTube, but it's kind of hard. But it is so much easier on Instagram. So if you want to talk about anything, ask me anything, message me on Instagram. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be on Wednesday, and will be all about back to school hacks.